I think that idealistically, like, I'd like people to know that I'm strong, I am determined, I'm focused, and I'm motivated, and I have tons of potential. As far as my journey goes, I think that I didn't start off saying, hey, I wanted to be a human traffic survivor. That was never my story growing up. I've always wanted to work in the hospital. I wanted to help people. And life didn't turn out like that for me in the beginning. Um, I met a lot of people that were not so good people to me in life as a child. And it kind of shaped my future. And today, as an adult, I'm striving to be like better and like help the children that don't have voices have a voice and be heard and be recognized, and reaching out to women that are in the trenches to pull them out of the same trenches that I came out of. I think that the simple, most simplistic thing I can say as to my inspiration and my motivation to grow and prosper in my new life has been simply love. It's always been love. Yeah, love. I know in the beginning of entering catch court and experiencing all the overwhelming feelings of support, love, and encouragement before I entered catch court, I felt that with this judge. His name was Judge Tayak, and my PO, Sarah, who I hope will be at my graduation. And they just held me up in my weakest moments. They held me up in my weakest moments. They celebrated me in my achievements, and they never, ever let go of me. They never let go of me. And I can never, ever repay them for the amount of love that they gave me. And when I was absolutely ready to surrender, they suggested catch court for me. And I did. And I'm so thankful that I did. Well, for me, I think that surrender for me was when there was no possible outlet of hope anymore, but through the positive people that were providing it for me. I am the oldest of six, and I'm used to like providing and taking care of other people. So, I mean, I was sold at 16, 15 for my brothers and sisters to survive. So it was just like, I'm used to like, sacrificing myself for others. So it wasn't like, after I got exposed to that lifestyle, that I didn't tell myself every day, like, you got this. I looked at myself every day in the mirror before being, like, molested or abused as a child and say, like, you can do this. You're strong enough. I think that when I hit the streets, I continue to feed myself the same narrative, but a piece of my heart knew that this was a little bit more than I was ready for. Um, I think Judge Tayak and Sarah held my hand when I couldn't stand. They were there to catch me when my feet were ready to falter, and they gifted me with like the best gift ever in life, and that was to meet Gwen. And I met Gwen, and In that moment of meeting Gwen, I just knew in that moment that this is someone that was sent from God, and she was just so like down to earth, real, and it just like hit my heartstrings, and it just like let me know that, hey, I'm doing the right thing, you're in the right place, and you do got this. For the first time ever, you can wholeheartedly believe in that you got this and you're doing the right thing for yourself. Um, when I first met Josiah Consigrino Lake, they absolutely saw me. They saw me for me. They saw me for the. They didn't see like a drug addict, or they didn't see like this woman coming in front of them, or this trans woman coming in front of them that was like just strung out or throwing away her life. They seen a woman that was beaten down by life. They seen a woman that had given up hope, and they extended their hand to me, and they asked me like, how can I help you? They were willing to be like a listening ear to like me. I wasn't used to that. No one's never asked me how I felt about myself, or what was going on, or how did I get there. People always told me like what I should have done, or how I could have made my life better, or what I need to do. They were there for me to just be there for me. They listened. And in return, I heard them. And it made a world of difference in my life. I think with my story, which is not unique or different from a lot of other people's, was mine. Like, when I first entered Catch, I felt divided. I didn't feel like a part of. And the reason I didn't feel like a part of was because I was uneducated onto, like, what human trafficking was. I thought that, you had to be kidnapped or forced to do something. And my story wasn't like that. Like, I was 15, and my mom coerced me into having sex relations with someone. My mom was drug addicted. She lost my dad from cancer. She was drug addicted, and it kind of just spiraled from there. Um, from 15 to like 25 years old, I was sold to a businessman. So if I was gonna say like, as far as my journey and how it was different, or what people may not know, is that it doesn't always have to be like kidnapping and sold like in that manner. With me personally, it was coercion at 15 years old, when I didn't know any better, when I didn't know a lot of things, and the only person I could listen to was someone I thought loved me, who obviously led me down the wrong path. And I don't truly believe, honestly, like they wanted to. I think that they were also on the wrong path. And when you put drugs in the mix, like, it kind of makes you not care about. She only gave me what she could give to herself. And at that time, she was doing that for herself, so she also fed me the wrong advice. And in the end, like, I mean, you got what you got. Catch Court has given me so much. I can earnestly say that Catch Court has changed me from the inside out. The makeover that we received at the spa day was just the icing on the cake of what Catch Court has done for me. When I entered Catch Court, they met me where I was at, earnestly. The moment I met Gwen, I just knew that internally this is a place for me. She got on my level, and she met me where exactly I was at. There was no shame, there was no guilt. It was just me, her, and the possibilities of what I could be and who I could be. They gave me hope. Catchword gave me inspiration. They gave me support. They gave me love. Most importantly, they gave me family. They gave me a sisterhood that I've longed for and never had, or I'd reached for but never could achieve. Catchcord they gave me me. If I'm talking about from personal experience, because there's several experiences that we could talk about where we've held each other up, support each other through the rough times, or carried each other when we couldn't walk. But if I'm talking about my personal experience, when my significant other died in February, I was celebrating my 2nd-year anniversary in sobriety, actually. I was celebrating my 2nd anniversary in sobriety. February the 11th, I went out with my girlfriends from Catch. All my sisters, not my girlfriends. And me, my girlfriends, all my sisters from Catch, and Michael, my significant other, had went out and celebrated my 2nd anniversary. And he passed away the following morning from a heart attack. He had a birth defect from birth, and COVID hit. He had caught it in December, and it left an imprint on his heart. He didn't have his meds, and we were supposed to go get him that Monday. He died that Saturday, and I found him dead in the bathroom that morning. I broke. I mean, I didn't think it was real at first. I thought he was playing a joke. When the coroners finally zipped his body up in the bag, I knew it was real. It still hadn't hit me at that moment. And then the weirdest thing happened. Like, I posted it at 5 o'clock in the morning that my boyfriend had died, and within minutes, like, every single one of my sisters from Getchword had, almost all of them had reached out to me to support me and lift me up. And then out of nowhere, around 6:30, someone who I look at as a father figure, who has been there to tell his corny dad jokes and just make me smile and make me feel loved and make me feel warm inside, reached out to me. And he didn't reach out to me about the death. I don't think he even really realized. He reached out to me about a picture of myself and my achievements at 6:30 in the morning, and he told me that Judge Herbert, Paul Herbert, who started Catch Court, told me I was killing it, and he's so proud of me. And don't never forget that. And I broke. Reality hit, and I broke. I fed myself the narrative that I got this for so long that even when my boyfriend died, that's what I told myself. Because that's all I've ever told myself. Even during the molestations that I had to encounter at 15, like, I got this. Before and after, I got this. And that's what I told myself. And when Judge Paul Herbert told me that, I cracked and I broke. And the only thing I could do in that moment after I broke was go down to Freedom a la carte. Freedom a la carte is it's an organization that helps human trafficking survivors. They employ us. They help us build a future for ourselves. And they're also affiliated with Catch Court. Thank God. I went down there. It was my day off. At the time I was employed there, and I could just be me. Those ladies just let me be. They were there to listen. They were there to help me wipe my tears up. All of Catch staff reached out to me. A lot of the times, I couldn't even form full sentences. But it was okay. They were there. And it got me through. They went to the funeral with me. They helped me plan the funeral. They were just there. I'll never forget the kindness and the love that they showed me. They were just there. And I hope and I pray that I can always be there for them when they need me. Or any girl in the future. When I think of the song that we wrote for Catch Court and the song that Gwen's performing at our graduation, I hope in a lot of ways that it gives inspiration, it gives encouragement, and it inspires hope that there is a better life after the struggles and the cruelness of human trafficking. I hope that even if a person's not involved in human trafficking, I hope it pulls them out of the depths of despair that they're experiencing and lets them know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And not to let go or give up because someone out there is rooting for them, even when they don't feel like it. Because they rooted for me when I just wanted to give up. They were my rock. And I pray that I am fortunate enough to be someone else's rock when they experience that. What do I think about the most? The most I think about is I think about the laughs that we had together. The laughs that I got to share with each and every one of them. Throughout my journey of being in Catch Court, I got to share so many smiles and so many laughs with these women that I could never forget. There's times where, like, I'm in the mirror and I'm doing my makeup and I'm like, gosh, I remember when Tia Marie used to do this. Or I remember the time when Allie used to say that. Or Tasha would obsess about this. Or Gwen would always say, make good choices every day. But I'll never forget that because it stuck with me. It's repetitive. It's a part of who I am now. And I'm better for it.